clinical analysis, the psyche under propaganda, cognitive dissonance becomes the default mental state when a person is taught they live in the freest nation on earth, while simultaneously experiencing poverty, racial terror, state surveillance, and mass shootings. The mind must reconcile irreconcilables. Rather than resolving the contradiction, the brain suppresses it, leading to chronic psychic fragmentation. A person's inner logic deteriorates, but their outer behavior continues to conform to the national myth. Over time, repeated exposure to falsehoods causes the person to detach from reality altogether. In place of lived truth, they construct an identity shaped by propaganda. This is a form of dissociative adaptation, an unconscious survival mechanism in a dishonest world. Their American identity becomes a performance, a cosplay of freedom, masking a deeper psychological fracture. Propaganda doesn't simply misinform, it demands obedience. The individual learns to obey myth, not fact. They surrender critical thought to institutional narratives, media, school, religion, government. And when confronted with contradictions, they don't question the myth. Instead, they develop learned helplessness. The mind defaults to defending the lie even when it causes harm. In this condition, myth becomes a drug. It soothes the anxiety that truth would provoke, especially among those who benefit from the system. For many, the myth of freedom functions as a psychological narcotic. Withdrawal from that lie produces symptoms of denial, hostility, and aggression. This mirrors the behavior of a chemically dependent addict, craving the illusion that keeps the discomfort away. To maintain that illusion, the psyche must find enemies. It begins to project blame onto others, especially those who threaten to expose the truth. This projection leads to groupthink, scapegoating, and tribalized hostility. Dissenters are vilified, protest is demonized. The society constructs a gallery of enemies to preserve a fragile internal peace. In clinical terms, this mirrors reactive delusion formation. An entire group shared false realities to escape inner collapse. The long-term psychological effects are devastating. Depression emerges from the soul-level disconnection between myth and reality. Anxiety becomes chronic as the person attempts to hold together a crumbling worldview. Narcissism and aggression appear as defenses, blinding them to collapse. Patriotic pride becomes a mask for inner emptiness. When a psyche is soaked in myth and severed from truth, it doesn't just get misinformed, it gets misaligned. The person becomes alienated from themselves, from others, and from the natural world. This isn't just social, it's spiritual damage. Systemic myth-making creates fractured beings who mistake their cages for castles.
We don't argue over here. We build with heart, with clarity, and with commitment to our people. If you'd rather entertain ignorance and division, that's your choice. But if you're ready to move forward with solutions, with unity, with purpose, we are the Heru Core, and we're already moving. We're not looking for followers. We're building a network of revolutionary thinkers, warriors, and winners. Join the movement at herucore.com. Link with us across all platforms.